The Phantom Caller of Bridgewater. In the small, seemingly unremarkable town of Bridgewater, located in the heart of rural America, there existed an urban legend that was anything but ordinary. This was the tale of the Phantom Caller of Bridgewater, a story that had become a source of intrigue and unease for the local community. The legend began in the late 1970s with the appearance of an old-fashioned, standalone phone booth on the outskirts of Bridgewater, by the old dirt road leading into the dense forest. It was unclear who had placed it there or why, as the area was scarcely populated and far from the town's main thoroughfares. Yet, there it stood, a red, weathered telephone booth, seemingly disconnected from the world. The tale took a mysterious turn when locals began to report sightings of a man using the phone booth at all hours of the night. This man, always seen from a distance, appeared to be dressed in a long, dark overcoat and a wide-brimmed hat obscuring his face. Witnesses claimed that the mysterious figure would enter the booth, pick up the receiver, and engage in what appeared to be a fervent, one-sided conversation. Curiosity turned to unease when those who passed by the phone booth at night reported hearing the faint sound of a man's voice, filled with desperation and sorrow, emanating from within. Some even claimed to feel a chill in the air near the booth, a sense of lingering sadness that clung to the soul. The legend of the Phantom Caller became a popular topic of conversation in Bridgewater, with theories ranging from a ghost reliving his last call to a time traveler trapped in a loop. However, the story took a darker turn when a local teenager, driven by a mix of bravado and curiosity, decided to investigate the phone booth late one evening. The teen, named Alex, ventured out with a camera, hoping to capture proof of the Phantom Caller's existence. He arrived at the booth and waited. Hours passed with no sign of the mysterious figure. Just as Alex decided to leave, the phone inside the booth began to ring. Driven by an inexplicable compulsion, Alex answered the call. He later described hearing a voice crackling through static, speaking in a language he couldn't understand, yet filled with such profound sadness and longing that it brought tears to his eyes. The line went dead abruptly and Alex, shaken, hurried back to town. The next morning, Alex's story spread like wildfire. His encounter added a new layer of mystery to the legend. After Alex's experience, others came forward with similar stories of answering the phone and hearing the enigmatic, sorrowful voice. Over the years, numerous attempts were made to uncover the truth behind the Phantom Caller. Some tried tracing the phone line, only to find it buried and leading nowhere. Others camped out near the booth, hoping to catch a glimpse of the figure, but he never appeared when sought after. Despite various investigations, the identity and purpose of the Phantom Caller remained a mystery. The phone booth itself became a local landmark, a place of pilgrimage for the curious and the brave. Yet the figure in the overcoat was never seen again, fading into the realm of urban legends. To this day, the story of the Phantom Caller of Bridgewater continues to be a topic of fascination and speculation. Whether a ghost, a lost soul, or a figment of the collective imagination, the legend endures, a haunting reminder of the mysteries that can lurk in the most ordinary places. The old phone booth still stands on the outskirts of Bridgewater, a silent sentinel guarding the secrets of the Phantom Caller. The Midnight Caller of West Haven City. In the bustling urban landscape of West Haven City, amidst the endless maze of skyscrapers, busy streets, and neon lights, there lies a peculiar and chilling urban legend. This is the story of the Midnight Caller, a mysterious woman seen using an old disused phone booth in the heart of the city. The legend began in the early 2000s with the sudden appearance of a vintage phone booth on a quiet, dimly lit corner of Grenville Street, a place usually overlooked by the city's residents. The booth, an anachronism in the modern cityscape, stood out with its faded red paint and glass panels etched by time. The tale took a mysterious turn when reports started to circulate about a woman seen using the phone booth exclusively at midnight. Described as elegantly dressed in a long, flowing dress reminiscent of the 1940s, the woman was said to have an aura of melancholy surrounding her. Witnesses claimed that she would enter the booth, pick up the receiver, and engage in what appeared to be a one-sided conversation, often seeming agitated or distressed. As word of the Midnight Caller spread, the phone booth became a subject of intrigue and speculation. Some suggested that the woman was a ghost trapped in a loop, forever making the same phone call. Others speculated that she was a time traveler, lost and trying to communicate with her own time. Interest in the midnight caller peaked when a local journalist, Daniel Thompson, decided to delve deeper into the mystery. Armed with a camera and a notepad, Daniel staked out the phone booth, hoping to catch a glimpse of the enigmatic woman. His patience paid off one cold November night when the woman appeared, right on schedule at midnight. She entered the booth, her figure casting a long shadow under the streetlight. Daniel cautiously approached, trying to capture her image on camera. However, each photograph he took showed only the empty, illuminated booth, as if the woman was invisible to the lens. Determined to uncover her story, Daniel stepped closer and overheard fragments of her conversation, pleas for help and mentions of a name, Edward. The line went dead abruptly, and the woman, noticing Daniel, turned to face him. Her eyes, brimming with unspoken sadness, met his, and in that brief moment, Daniel felt a profound sense of despair. Before he could speak, the woman vanished, leaving no trace behind except for a fleeting, sorrowful whisper in the air. Daniel's story, published in the West Haven City Times, turned the midnight caller into a local legend, a tale both haunting and mysterious. Theories abounded about her identity and the nature of her call. Some residents combed through historical records, uncovering a story about a young woman named Amelia Hartford, who disappeared in the 1940s after a tragic love affair with a soldier named Edward. They speculated that Amelia's spirit was bound to the phone booth, forever attempting to reconnect with her lost love. Over the years, numerous people claimed to have seen the midnight caller, each account adding to the lore. The phone booth became a local curiosity, with people visiting it at midnight, hoping to witness the spectral phenomenon or perhaps to feel a connection to the city's hidden history. Despite various attempts to understand the mystery of the midnight caller, her story remains an enigmatic piece of West Haven City folklore. Whether a ghost, a lost soul, or a figment of urban legend, her presence continues to haunt the corner of Grenville Street, a reminder of the city's past and the enduring power of love and loss. To this day, the legend of the midnight caller of West Haven City endures, a tale shrouded in mystery and intrigue, captivating the imaginations of those who walk the city streets after dark. The Whispering Voicemail. In the bustling city of Melrose Heights, a peculiar urban legend has circulated among its residents, particularly among the youth. It's a story that combines modern technology with the supernatural, known as the Whispering Voicemail. The legend began with the strange experience of a high school student, Laura. Laura received a voicemail late one night from an unknown number. The message was nothing but a series of soft, indistinct whispers. Thinking it was a prank, she ignored it. However, the same voicemail arrived again the next night, and then every night after. The whispers grew clearer with each message, eventually forming coherent sentences. They spoke ominous phrases like, "They are watching," or "Don't look behind." These eerie messages sent shivers down Laura's spine, but she kept this experience to herself, fearing she wouldn't be believed. The legend took a chilling turn when Laura's friends began receiving similar voicemails. Each person reported the same pattern, a call from an unknown number late at night, followed by a voicemail filled with unsettling whispers. Rumors started to spread, with some saying the voicemails were the work of a local hacker playing a sinister game. Others believed it was something more otherworldly, suggesting that the whispers were warnings from the beyond. The climax of this legend occurred one stormy night, when a group of Laura's friends gathered at her house determined to trace the call. As they huddled around the phone, the expected call came in. This time, Laura answered. In a moment of silence that followed, they heard not whispers but a chillingly clear voice saying, "Now you are all listening." Suddenly the line went dead. The room was filled with an oppressive silence, and a sense of dread hung in the air. The calls stopped after that night, but the mystery of the whispering voicemails remained unsolved. The story of the whispering voicemail became a cautionary tale among the youth of Melrose Heights. It serves as a bizarre reminder that sometimes in the digital age, the things we cannot explain are the most frightening of all.